Hi guys! So this is gonna be like a story time video. I'm probably gonna do maybe more of these, but usually it'll fit into like either social anxiety confessions or eating disorder confessions or something, but this one's kind of random, so it doesn't really fit into any of those categories. But before I start, I just want to say, one, I've had some ideas for videos I kind of want to add to this channel. I've kind of stopped doing daily vlogs on my other channel, and I'm thinking I might kind of do something like that over here. Definitely not daily and definitely not that often, so you might see that appear over here. But like, if you want to see some of my daily vlogs, they're all up on my other channel. I have travel vlogs, three different road trips, one across Canada when I was on tour with the band, one across the US, like from New York down to Texas up to Seattle, one with my family when we drove from Seattle to LA, and those are all up on my channel. If you like travel vlogs, you should check those out. Another thing, Ironheart, the short film I co-produced and actually play a small role in, actually premiered on YouTube. I got another text message. I will link that below. Please watch it. My sister stars in it as Riri Williams, and the creator of the Marvel character Riri actually commented on the film on YouTube. He watched it, which is super cool, and he gave it a thumbs up. Check out the film. Let me know what you think. Another announcement. I'm going to Seattle in March with a film friend of mine to go to Emerald City Comic Con, which is the biggest comic convention in the Pacific Northwest, and I'm definitely going to be vlogging that, so that'll probably go up on this channel. Anyway, on to the story time. If you're a friend of mine in real life, please don't watch this video. You don't need to be knowing all my dirty little secrets, okay? This video is for my subscribers. Also, you should unsubscribe because this channel is way too personal for someone that knows me in real life. So yeah, click away, please. And mom and dad, if you're here, I don't know why you're here. So this is a story about the time I cried at a house party. One time I went to this house party. It was springtime. There's this guy that I liked for a while, okay? But eventually I realized that he didn't like me too. So I got over it. So it was a crush that I got over. But it was a pretty big crush, I guess. I think this person is really cool. So I decided to keep being their friend. I'm at this house party, and that guy is there. And the party's going on, you know, we're playing games where everyone's just talking to each other. Usually me and this person, if we were at a party, we would talk to each other a lot. We would hang out, and I noticed that they were spending a lot of time talking to this other person, this girl, that I didn't know very well. They were taking a lot of selfies together. They were spending a lot of time like alone, like in different corners of the house, just talking. At a certain point, I looked over at them and like he gave her this look. The look that a guy gives a girl when he likes her. I saw this look and all of a sudden like it clicked, it snapped, it clicked in my head. He likes her, like he really likes her. And something about seeing him look at her like that really like felt like a punch to my stomach, or I don't know how you'd say it. I was all of a sudden overwhelmed by this really huge, painful feeling that it's hard to explain. It's not as simple as jealousy. It was obviously a little bit of jealousy, but it was just like, he's looking at her like that. He never looked at me like that. Obviously I would have wished once upon a time that he had. I'd never seen him flirt with another girl. I don't know why, I just hadn't. So this was a first time thing. It like kind of rocked my world a little bit. So this was a pretty big house party. Like there were a lot of people there. A few of my close friends were there, you know, but there were a lot of people I didn't know very well. And there was just a lot going on. I had had 2 shots of tequila and something else I don't really remember. I wasn't drunk, okay? But I was on my way there. So the emotions were like overwhelming me. So I went into the bathroom. All of a sudden, like I had to hold back tears and I had to work really hard. And I just looked in the mirror and I told myself, get like tipsy, almost drunk me was like, get it together. You cannot start crying at this party. All your friends are here. All these random people are here. They don't need to see you like this. Like nobody needs to see you like this. Don't start crying, please. And then I got it together and I went back out into the party And I felt myself starting to cry, so I went back into the bathroom and I just let myself cry for like, I tried to make it 30 seconds. I tried to make it really quick, but like I just couldn't stop crying. It was just like the thought of knowing that this guy that I used to like so much and this girl, this new girl, were out there doing whatever they were doing. I just couldn't stand that thought. And so it was hard to stop crying. Plus, I think that the alcohol had a little bit to do with me not being able to control my emotions maybe as well. There was one person at this party that knew about my feelings for the person that upset me. I'm obviously not going to say names in this video because, you know, somebody I know is going to watch this and it's just going to be too embarrassing for me. And also, it's probably just better that I don't say names. Hopefully you're still following the story. There was one person at this party that knew about my feelings. So I went up to this person and I said, "Can I talk to you outside for a minute?" And she said, "Yeah, sure." And the funny thing is, like, me and this person hadn't really been as close as we were in the past, but like she was the only person who I knew would understand. And we like went outside and there were a bunch more people outside. This was a huge party, and she was like, "Okay, I'm gonna talk here." And I was like looking, and there were people like right next to us, and I was like, "Can we go a little further?" So I went on the front porch. There were like people right behind us or whatever, and she was like, "So what's going on?" And I opened my mouth to talk, and I just like started crying, and I couldn't even get any words out. And she was like, "Okay, let's go farther away from the house." So we like walked for a little bit. She was like, "So is this about a guy?" So sad, but I was like, "Yeah, it's about a guy." And actually I think she already knew who it was about. And we just talked about it, and she was just really comforting to me. I don't know, she was just such a good friend. Like when I seriously needed a friend, like that was one of the hardest moments I've had just in general. It was really hard. And I didn't see it coming. I feel better now, but in that moment, like it felt like the whole world was crashing in on me. She didn't have to be so understanding. She didn't have to be so comforting. She didn't have to be anything, but she was. And that's really cool. That has to be what heartbreak feels like. I never want to feel that way again. I know I will feel that way again one day about something probably. People get their hearts broken in life. But I'd never felt that way before, and it was one of the worst feelings. So the next day after the party, I woke up. It was like almost a hangover. I don't really get hangovers. Throughout the day, I felt myself like starting to cry for no reason, just as I was doing random things like making food or getting dressed. And it just so happened that I was planning to go to my parents' house that day to see a movie with them that was coming out that we'd really been looking forward to. So actually I went to work and it was fine, and then came home, packed a bag, and I was like, "I'm going to my parents' house. I need to get away. I need to leave the city." Luckily they live outside of LA. So I went to their house, and like on the ride over there, I just kept on crying. I wore sunglasses on the ride over because I didn't want anyone to see me crying. I'm the kind of person that looks up articles about everything that I go through and everything I experience, and I looked up like seeing someone you like someone else, what to do, what it feels like, or how to get over someone you never dated, the emotions that you go through when you go through a breakup. And I was like finding that they were really similar to the things I was feeling, which is really sad because I didn't even like date this person. Things like that, I looked that stuff up, and it's actually usually really helpful. Anyway, I tried my best to keep it together at my parents' house. I don't talk to my mom or dad about guys or about dating or about any of that stuff. So we went to the movies as a family, and we went home, and I don't know, for some reason I was just like, you know what, I need to talk about this really bad, and my mom's here, and even though we don't talk about this stuff, I'm gonna talk to her about guy stuff. Finally, I'm just gonna do it. And so I was like, "Mom, can I talk to you?" And I sat beside her and I told her everything that happened. I said I liked this guy, I didn't like this guy, I decided to be friends with this person because I wanted to keep some kind of relationship with them, but I guess, I mean, I was over my feelings, but I guess I kind of wasn't, but I am. But seeing them with this person kind of messed with my head. And talking to her kind of is what helped me like just the most. But really what I had to ask her for some advice. I said, "Mom, this is somebody that I'm friends with. I mean, we have plans, Like, we do things, I see them all the time. What am I gonna do? Because right now, not only am I upset, I'm really angry at them. I'm really mad that they would make me feel that way. I'm mad that they seem oblivious to the way they made me feel, and I'm also mad because I feel like maybe they weren't oblivious to the way they were making me feel at this party. Like, how can you be that oblivious? And I was just really mad. And I was like, Mom, I don't ever want to see them again. I don't ever want to talk to them again. But at the same time, like, we're friends. So how is that fair? Like, how is it fair of me to be mad in the first place when really we're just friends? How can I be mad at them for finding someone that they really like? I should be happy for them if they're my friend. So fast forward to the future. Those feelings really were temporary. The things that all of those articles online were saying was, the feelings are temporary, they feel like they're so bad right now, but they're not gonna last. I was like, God, this really feels like it's gonna last forever. But a part of me knew it wouldn't, and it didn't. And thinking back and about like the night of that party, I don't have the painful feelings anymore. Like, obviously it's a little bit sad to think about, but it does not feel nearly as devastating as it felt when it happened, which, like, thank God, feelings really are temporary. This is someone that I would talk to very often, and so I just stopped talking to them. And then I slowly started talking to them again, and I would say things are kind of okay now. I don't know if they even think about me that often at all. I honestly have no idea. But in my head, I feel okay now. Like, we're friends, we're acquaintances. I haven't actually hung out with them since then, actually. Because I needed time. And I needed time to think about, like, how I feel about the whole. And I still don't really know. And if you have tips on this kind of situation, leave it below. But I don't know. Like, I obviously have to figure it out for myself. The problem with this particular friendship I have with this person is our lives are really intertwined. So it wouldn't really be possible for me to completely, like, take them out of my life. And I don't really want to do that. Like, I was really mad at first, and I'm still a little frustrated, but I don't really want to do that because I still appreciate them as a person a lot. I'm going to talk really fast now because my camera's running out of space. My only dilemma now is, if I know that this guy and this girl are going to be at a get-together, do I not go so that I don't get super upset, or do I go so that I can get used to seeing them together with the chance that I might get super upset? Do I avoid it, or do I just face it and try to get used to it? So that was my story about a time I cried over a boy at a party. It was actually a story with a lot of firsts. My first time crying at a party, I think. Possibly my first time crying over a boy, but probably not, because I'm a really strong believer that you can do whatever you want, but I don't believe I should cry over guys. It was my first time talking to my mom about relationship stuff, and my first time feeling something close to heartbreak. I'm planning to make more storytime videos, more mental health related videos, and I would love to hear ideas and video requests from you about topics you'd like to hear me talk about. You can leave that stuff in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you again soon.